Hey guys, and welcome back to another Unfiltered Gamer review, and today we're actually not reviewing a board game. Yes, I will occasionally do things that aren't board games. Maybe I'll spread this out a little bit more, but this is actually the Simrex RB-02 AI voice robot. This is something I got from somebody emailed me, was like, hey, you want to take a look at this thing? And I was like, oh, heck yeah, I want to try it for sure. Because as a little kid, this would have blown my mind. This is a little AI robot, and how it works is it is going to come with a controller, and it's going to come with the robot in this box here, and you're going to be able to do a whole bunch of little things with it. I'm going to cover what you do with this thing, what I think about this thing, its pros and its cons, whether you should pick it up, and then I'll also have a link down below for you to pick it up, Amazon affiliate. Let's go ahead and show you the examples of all the different things that it can do, and then I'll let you know what I think. Okay, so let's go ahead and turn this bad boy on. And what you need to do is you need to push this big, large black button in the center of its chest, and when you do so...
Hello, I am number 3 Robocop. I can dance as well. Sing another song if you want. That's interesting. Let's play together.
And so that's how you turn this guy on. It does its little song and dance routine, and you're gonna have this controller with the box as well as instructions as to how to use it. It'll also have this wonderful little back end here for you to put your AA batteries in that doesn't come with it, and you'll need a screwdriver or Phillips in order to do so. I'm gonna push this button here. I'm doing that because on the occasion, if you're not playing with this guy here, he's gonna let you know. He's gonna start making noise, and I'll just let it happen the next time here. But you'll have all these buttons on the front of the controller that let you do certain things. There's movement buttons, there's sliding buttons, there's the ability to speak into this little robot here by holding the voice button, and it'll talk back to you. There's also ways to change the eyes on the robot. Right now it's purple, but you can change it to red or green or blue, and so on and so forth. There's also 3 different types of song and dance routines it can do all on its own by just pushing these buttons here. And there's also a way for you to program a certain number of movements with it. Do you want it to go right, then left? Do you want it to go right, left, forward, and backwards? You can program it with the button right here, this little middle button here. So we'll go into the different movements. I'll show you what they look like, and then I'll cover each and every one of these little guys here, and I'll tell you what I think about the robot. So first things first. There he goes. So that's an example of when you don't play with him for a while, he will kind of randomly shout at you and start moving on his own. I think there's a way to turn that off. I don't know. I don't remember. I think there might be. There's also different modes you can turn him into. But here, let's go ahead and talk about what he can do. So the first thing is he can go forward. Take the little forward button, and you push him forward. And then backward. Left. Right. And as you can see, it's not perfectly 90 degrees. It'll kind of turn a little bit more, a little bit less. So when making turns, it's not going to be perfect turns. And of course, it'll go back as well for you. It can slide forward. And it can slide backward. There's also a speed movement for going forward and backward. And then there are 3 different dances with the robot, and I'll just choose one of them. I won't do all of them, but I'll give you an idea of what it does. And there you have it, the Simrex RB-02 robot with AI voice control. You turn it off by pushing that big button there like I just did. And there is the little speaker on the middle left-hand section of the chest. So what do I think about the Simrex? Well, as a little kid, so like it's like the adult version of me and as a little kid version of me. And we'll talk about the first one, which is going to be the adult version. This is a plastic robot that is going to allow you to maneuver utilizing the remote control here. The controls are not perfect, but they do a decent job. You can turn 90 degrees left and right. It's not always perfectly 90 degrees. So you're never going to get those exact angles. And you can move forward and backward. Luckily, what's nice about this robot is that you can slide forward and backward as well, so that you can kind of avoid that if you just want to slide it up and down. And programmable movement works very well, and the voice activation works fine. You're going to basically say what you want, hold the button down, and it will repeat it back to you when you push the button again.
Oh, how are you?
And there's, I think there's like 4 or 5 different times you can do that, and it has, of course, its own array of unique voices and different silly things that it does and says.
Master, come here and play with me.
Additionally, it has the 3 dances that you can use and push them. I'm not a fan of any of the dancing and all the sound. I'm not a fan of the AI robot randomly acting up while you're not using it for like 20 seconds. It's annoying, straight up annoying. There's luckily voice control, so that you can reduce the sound of the robot or increase the sound if you want. Parents with kids are going to want to turn that down. And then, of course, the robot's eyes. Changing the little visual function of the eyes is nice. It's kind of a little extra nice little touch to it. The robot's made fairly well. It can take a beating. This thing has been played with by my dog. My daughter is far too young to be playing with it. She just watched as I played with it next to her. But the dog definitely played with this guy, and he would drop this guy in all different ways, shapes, or forms. Nothing's going to happen to this guy. You're looking pretty unless you're dropping it from like a 5 to 10 feet. It also has hands and arms that actually will let you kind of adjust them to change the arrangement of how you want the robot to look. But the legs themselves, they're going to be moving with the controller, so I would not suggest you moving these guys too heavily. So overall, a pretty durable, highly protected piece of plastic that is a robot that you can control and use. As an adult, would I ever play with this? No, probably not. But as a kid, this would have been my best buddy, especially when I was younger. Being able to like literally control something and move it around, and it does all these kind of crazy things and silly like gestures and movements and sounds. It's going to be plenty of fun and enjoyment for any kid that you may have. Boys and girls, I believe there's not only the robot here, but there's also a doggo that does fairly the same thing, but it works on 4 legs. And it's just a fun little piece of technology. It's kind of just saying how far we've come and how reasonably priced these things are now is excellent. The fact that you can pick these guys up, I think this is like less than $50 for a full AI controlled robot that goes up, down, left, right. Oh. It slides back, it does dances, you can program your own voice into it.
Welcome back to another Unfiltered Gamer board game review. Welcome back to another Unfiltered Gamer board game review. Welcome back to another Unfiltered Gamer board game review.
You can kind of do a little bit of like computer like engineering or whatever it's called, STEM, where you're able to like program the movements for this little guy to kind of undergo kind of like, okay, I want you to get from here to the ball, and then you have to program it to your kid, and your kid will have to learn how to program a little bit with just this little guy here. So yeah, this is gonna get my adult stay away from. It's annoying, but as a kid or a very young adult, like 12 and under, is gonna really dig the Simrex. It's a lot of fun, it's high quality, and as long as you don't mind the annoying sounds and movements that your kid's gonna be playing with this guy here, or having some type of moderation, you're gonna really like this guy. I'm gonna keep this guy around for when the daughter gets a little older to see if she enjoys playing with it. Yeah, I think it's just a really cool little piece of technology. I'm really excited to see what people do in the future, as well as this is already the RB-02, so I'm guessing they'll have a 3 and a 4, and my adult brain is thinking that I want to play with a big boy version of this now, because this was a lot of fun.
This product, 7 out of 10 robots.
Oh, I forgot to mention too, there is a motion detector in this guy here. If you move your hand around it, it does sense gestures and does a pretty good job. In fact, during this review, I've done a lot of cuts and stuff, but when I'd be picking up and doing this and that, it would be like moving away from me and doing all kinds of weird stuff. So that's like a nice little extra bonus, actually. It did that with my dog too, so it was trying to like avoid my dog as he was playing with the Simrex here. We'll call him Bill. That'll be his name. But yeah, motion sensors too. Wow, a lot of little technology in this little guy. Thank you guys for watching another Unfiltered Gamer product review for this little guy here. Is pretty cool. It does say 3 and up on the box, and I'd say that's about right. 3 years old up to like 11 or 12 years old. This is gonna be a big hit, as long as you don't mind the noise, like I said. Your kids are gonna love the hell out of this thing. You can also go ahead and, if you like our content, see our video reviews. We do a lot of board games and app-based games, that kind of thing. You can check out our channel, and if you do appreciate this kind of content, hit the subscribe button. If you like video reviews like this one, I'd be more than happy to do more. You can let me know in the comments section down below. And I look forward. I have a few more other unique little things that I'll be reviewing in the upcoming weeks, so you can check these guys out as well. All right, thank you guys so much for watching. And as always, I look forward to maneuvering with my robot and you next time.
Hello, I am number 3 Robocop. I can dance as well.